Do these sentences sound wrong to you? Maybe a little. That's good, But can you fix them instantly? No? Not one grammatical blunder in the English language can be overlooked because they can change your meaning and confuse people. So, welcome back to Speak Up English Hub. I am Guto, and today we are starting our foundational grammar series with chapter number 1, Killing Common Mistakes. We are talking about the basic, obvious mistakes people make, not out of stupidity, but often out of ignorance or negligence. And by the end of this lesson, you will have 0 excuses. We are covering verbs, those action words, and of course the description and their most common pitfalls. So stick around. It's simpler, much simpler than you think. But first of all, let's talk about the verbs. They are simple action words, the core of our sentences. But you have to pay attention. Verbs are simply action words that make your sentence meaningful. When using verbs, there are various forms to take note of. The form changes everything, so you have to take note of the base form, the S form here, the S form, the past form, the ing form, and the past participle or the passive participle. The mistake happens when we use the wrong form in a sentence. Look at the following sentences with wrong usage. Then look at the correct form. Look, follow with me. He played table tennis. Look, he play? No. The correct is he plays the table tennis. We are talking about the present, simple present, third person singular. It is necessary to add an S. Okay, but if you say, he stole the bread, meaning the past, the correct one should be, he stole the bread, not stole. This is an irregular verb. Look at another question here we have. He find it difficult to solve. No, the correct alternative would be, he found it difficult to solve. These prepositions must be very well cared. Now, look at the following sentences with wrong usage again, and then their correct forms. Remember, use an E in the ed past simple and ed forms of regular verbs. And when you have regular verbs, the vowel changes to I, to A, to U. Use A in the past simple and U in the ed form. For example, she enjoyed the movie. The past sentence should be, she enjoyed the movie. Or, I was very thirsty, so I drank water. No, in the past simple form, we do not use drunk. The correct form should be drank, like this one. I was very thirsty, so I drank water. Now, look at this simple exercise. Choose the appropriate option from the following past simple forms. I'm going to give you some minutes, or better, some seconds for you to answer the question. Number 1. The ship A had sink, B had sank, C had sunk before we got there. Which one is the correct alternative? Think about it. Just some seconds for you, and the correct answer should be letter D, had sunk. The verb, auxiliary verb, but we need to use the past participle of the verb as you looked at that table previously shown to you here. Now, let's go on. Look at this number 2 question. Answer correctly. Try to remember which verb is going to fill in the blank. Let's go. Number 2, the film A, began, or B, begun at 3 p.m., which is the correct answer. Think about it for some seconds. And the correct answer will be the film began. This is the simple past form of the irregular verb begin. Very good. And now one more practice for you. Do the same. I was thirsty, so I, letter A, drink. Letter B, drunk. Letter C, drank water. Choose the correct alternative. Some seconds for you to think. Okay, and the answer is, okay, letter C, I was thirsty, so I drank water. When using verbs, some forms may be used in more than one case. Look at the example A, imperative use case. When it begins a sentence such as, play football with me, this makes a complete meaning of its own. Do not use an S for the imperative cases. Now, letter B, present tense use case. Look at this one. You play very well. So this is the correct alternative for the person you, not you plays very well. Many people commit this mistake. The S, remember, you only use for the third person singular he, she, or it. This is not the case. Next one, letter C, infinitive use case. Look at this example. He'd like to play, not he'd like playing. In all the listed cases, any attempt to change the form of the verb in the order of the sentence will render the sentence incorrect. But now, watch out for irregular verbs like spend. Its past tense is spent with a T. Do not use regular ed form. So you have to watch out for irregular verbs that have base form D and past tense T, such as these ones. Look, he spent millions of dollars on the surgery. No, the correct alternative should be he spent with a T. Do not use regular past ed forms in irregular verbs. Look, he spent it weeks before coming. Oh no, you cannot add ed in an irregular verb. You must know how to use it correctly. For example, he spent weeks before coming. Now let's talk about verb trap and preposition pitfalls. This is another huge area of mistakes. Prepositional words. Some verbs do not need a preposition like about or for. Some prepositional words, for example, about, for, and in, are not used with some verbs in certain forms. Look at this example here. The school board discussed about expelling the student. But the correct form should be, the school board discussed expelling the student. There is no about. There's no need to use this preposition here. And there are prepositional words that fit correctly with prepositional verbs. For example, lie under, listen to, depend on, wait on. Some ones are necessary. Look at this example here. I like to listen him speak. No. The correct should be, I like to listen to him speak. So, listen to. The preposition comes with the verb. Now look at this one. He loves to wait upon his parent. We do not use upon in this sentence. We must use he loves to wait on his parents. So remember, some expressions cannot change the preposition here because they change the meaning. But now, this is your time to practice along with me. Choose the appropriate option from the statements below. Look, letter A, read. Letter B, reading. Letter C, is reading along with me. Now this is for you to think. Think about it. I'm going to give you some seconds. Which one is the correct alternative? And the answer is A. Read along with me. This is the imperative use. Only the verb, not ing. Okay? Next one. He likes dancing or he likes dance. Which one should I write here? Dancing or B, dance? Think about it. And the answer is dancing. He likes dancing. This is the gerund following with the verb like. I like dancing. Use it correctly. Now, another one. You should scrubs or you should scrub the floor. Which one is correct? Scrubs or scrub? And the answer is scrub. Should is an anomalous verb. It's not good to use with an S. Never use with an S. Should scrub. Very good. One more for you to practice. I, A, learned. I, B, learned. I, C, was learning. He was coming home yesterday. Which one is correct? A, B, or C? And the answer should be letter A. I learned he was coming home yesterday. The correct verb in the past. All right, next one for you. Try again. She, A, request. B, requested. C, requested for. Which one is correct? Try to find the correct answer, and the answer is letter B. She requested only. Do not write preposition here. So she requested my assistance on her assignment. Very, very simple. Did you get it correct? Okay, one more for you to practice. Let's come with me. We, A, demanded. B, demanded for. And C, demand. So which one is the correct alternative? And the answer is we, simple past. We demanded his appearance in court last week. Very good. Now, let's see one more. We depend, letter A, God. B, we depending on God. And letter C, we depend on God. Okay, let's go. Which one is the correct one? And the answer should be letter C. We depend on God. Okay, I think you understood correctly. Try to remember the use and do not make mistakes any longer. And I'll see you on our next lesson here on the Speak Up English Hub. See you soon. Bye-bye.